Hi there, my name's Brady. I'm with the WATA YPC committee, and today we're going to go over resume tips and tricks for you. We're going to start at the header. Here, you're just going to have your name, a contact email, contact phone number, and the city you're currently living in. This way, the company has a reference in case they have a question or need to get in contact with you for any reason. Next, we move on to education. This section of your resume is just going to state, where you got your college degree from, how long you were in that university, and then what type of degree you got and when you got that degree. You can also include your minor and graduating with honors if you would like. Next, we move on to athletic training experience. This is where you're going to list everything that is athletic training related when it comes to jobs, internships, or clinical experience. So in this example, I've done both like you're in a current job, or if you're a student and you just have internship and clinical experience right now. So what you're going to want to do is list your most recent experience first. So in this example, we have an athletic trainer for a Wisconsin high school and clinical athletic trainer. So after you list that, you're going to want to have a little description of what the job entails and some of the duties that you have performed within that experience. Next, if you're a student, we're looking at an internship and clinical experience for this example. So you could list your internship and then talk about what the internship included. You can also talk about your clinical rotations and what that experience included, especially the different sports you worked with. So that can show employers what you're kind of familiar with and what you've already done. Next, we move on to certifications. Usually, not a whole lot goes here, but a lot of us will already have our EMR certification or BLS certification. So that'll be in pretty much everyone's section. But this could include anything like CSCS certifications, especially if you're at a job already and they've sent you to a certification course. Next, we go to work experience. This is going to be any jobs you have had. Now, it's kind of like your athletic training experience, but this is going to be more general. So, if you're a student, this is going to be, jobs you've had in college, things like that, where you are looking for just the experience you've had in general rather than the athletic training experience. So, you're going to want to list the most recent ones you've had, just like we talked about above. So, in my example here, we'll say I have been at a hospital recently and I'm working for hospital ABC doing outreach athletic training stuff and clinical athletic training stuff. And you just want to, again, go into a little bit of detail about what you're doing there and what those roles consisted of. The next section we look at is leadership. So this could be anything from being on a committee to being president of a club, anything along those lines. For example, we have the WATA Young Professionals Committee. An example that I can use, you know, or like I said, if you were a president of a club, state what that was and what you did and some of the highlights of that. Next, we have honors and awards. This could be scholarships, any award you received at work, anything along those lines. Just talk a little bit about what that award was and um, why you received it. Just was it for good grades? Was it for something you achieved at work? Anything along those lines. Students, this is a big section. Conferences and research. This is where you could say you've been to WATA, NATA, GLATA, anything like that, and explain what you learned at these symposiums, or talk about your senior research group. Just kind of showing, what you did and how you did that. And then lastly is your references. You can list that here, or if you're, out of room, you can put that on a different sheet of paper. And then that's about it. Thanks for listening. Hope this helps.